Some fantastic melee action both today and tomorrow.
Oh yes, I'm excited. I was on a little bit earlier today, but did not get to see too many matches, so we are in still round 1 pools, but the fourth bracket of round 1 pools.
And I'll tell you what, pools for me, especially whenever I'm out of region, is always so much fun to watch just because it's filled with so many players that I've never heard of, I've never seen before. And I'm excited, especially whenever we look at some of these pools matches, to figure out who's the next big up-and-comer, right? Who's the next person who we can look at and be like, you know what? That kid's got potential, and I can't wait to see where he goes in the next couple of months.
Where is the untapped potential? How will they fare against the veterans, as it were? Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
Well, I do see a Marth on screen, so how will they fare, I suppose, is a really good question in some ways. Ha! Jokes! We got bad jokes. We're gonna cut into that real quick. So, Marth versus Falco, actually a pretty interesting matchup of sorts. Marth I look at as a character who thrives very well whenever he has plenty of breathing room to work with, great abilities to maneuver, and Falco, of course, with his laser, kind of shuts all of that down. Of course, on the other hand, Falco has a pretty exploitable recovery, and I think that especially whenever it comes to the offstage game, that's when we're going to be seeing a lot of great conversions from this Marth player.
Dude, yeah, the conversions Marth gets on Falco is so harsh. That whoa! That is an interesting little mix-up in combo game there from the Marth. He does a down air, and then he does a jab to make a reset over there, which is pretty unorthodox, so already some cool stuff from the Marth.
Yeah, even the ending there, I love the application of the shield breaker. Just a really surprise option. If for some reason he would have teched the other way, I think he would have had enough time to act out of that and maybe react to the different tech option. A big F smash coming out, and again, implementing the shield breaker as he's falling down. I wonder what the counterplay is going to be from Disco.
I don't know, I think going back and lasering, like you said, is definitely a good start, especially at this juncture in the tournament, but that side B combo, what? He perfectly timed the last hit and got a huge edge guard, which again is very unorthodox. And this Marth! This Marth is disgusting.
Yeah, what we've been seeing from Phake since the word go really is just supreme stage control. He's been consistently forcing Disco into the corner, but Disco is finally starting to find his footing a bit, but still so much ground to work. That Shine is going to be a great start, but I would have loved to see a bit more of an extension on that combo opportunity.
Yeah, and even the lasers aren't working out that well. You saw the dash attack from Marth kind of going underneath the lasers and getting Marth a combo starter.
Yeah, you definitely have to mix up your timing at times to equate for options like power shields, or in this case, the low profile that Marth has whenever he's dashing.
Right. Oh man.
That down throw, I'll tell you what, even though it doesn't have that chain grab ability that the up throw does, when you look at the game plan that Phake has been going with, of just keeping stage control and forcing Disco into the corner, it's the perfect throw option.
Honestly, Disco is kind of approaching a little bit haphazardly, and when you're down like this, you kind of want to play a little bit safer, but the Marth can kind of just push the lead and play the lead if he wanted to.
Oh, I was worried that he missed that edge guard, but that quick little waveland back to grab the ledge was so pristine.
That's actually a very tight timing and not that easy to pull off without getting hit by the up B from Marth.
He's
nice.
Noticing that Phake.
The platform combos, he can just go out there. Oh, it seems like he wanted to go out there, but then he got a little bit scared at the last second and then decided to not commit to his edge guarding.
He had that future sight. He was just like, you know what, I'm just not going to do anything here, and I'm going to let my opponent be like, you know what, I see it, I'm just going to go ahead and end this myself. No, but actually Disco with the SD at the end there, and this is going to put us to game 2. If you're in Disco's shoes, right, where are you going to go, especially now that we're seeing the character swap as well?
Well, I guess it's 2 out of 3, so Dreamland was probably banned. Battlefield's not a bad choice, but it's honestly just preference.
I really like Battlefield as a stage for Sheik. I think that those platforms give you so much great maneuverability. The tricky part, though, is going to be just figuring out a way around this Marth, who has just been playing it so well. Overall, just putting on a lot of pressure and utilizing the disjoints in a way where it's just so tough to find those initial openings.
Yeah, the Sheik is playing a little bit kind of scared. You see a lot of spot dodges, a lot of rolls that aren't necessary. See there, missed sweet spot with the up B, gets a free edge guard for the Marth.
Yeah, I want to see if Disco can maybe start finding his nerves a bit. As you mentioned, and I saw it in the last game too, he's looking a little nervous. That tipper F smash will not be helping, and he's going to be going down 2 before we even cross the minute mark.
That's painful. He just jumps into it and that has the worst DI. It's not the best right now for the Sheik.
It's a no fun zone.
No.
He's definitely racking up the frequent flyer miles though. I'll tell you what. Take some time to charge up those needles. And that's going to let him have bit of uncontested damage if it wasn't for the fact that he just threw it away. Again, the nerves maybe coming into play here as Phake is looking so comfortable.
I agree. And the needles are really best when you throw them off a platform. Instead, he just kind of misspaces it and just hits the platform that he's already on. So
you can do things like throwing the needle and then wave landing off of the platform into a forward air afterwards.
Exactly. And it just seems like the Marth has just slightly better spacing each time. Every time the Sheik does like a forward tilt or something, he's just barely outside the range and forward smashes really well too.
And even though some people feel like this matchup goes in favor of Marth, I'll tell you what, right now Phake is looking so comfortable and Disco is anything but. Off stage, somehow snags the ledge, but only to be greeted by that F smash. That's going to be the set.
Oh, wow.
Going with the disrespect at the end.
Was that necessary?
By no means, Vish, was that necessary. Phake taking that so convincing. You know, despite the tag, I will say that was just so real, and that was definitely the truth. That Marth just has so much potential, and I love the unorthodox options that we saw, both in punish and in neutral.
Yeah, I'm curious to see who he gets to play against next and how that punish game is going to fare against someone maybe who has a bit more Marth experience, because it seemed like Disco didn't quite know how to space things as well as you should against a Marth, and he ate a lot of tipper forward smashes, kind of like dashing away, and Phake just kind of faked him out and got it.
Yeah, I mean, generally